Oh my god. Finally, I took 48 steps to get here. Welcome to this. Since the April Fool's event is riddled with bugs again, because of course it is, I'm going to be doing this instead. I'm just gonna be trying to kill this incredibly overpowered enemy, and if anyone decides to chat, then I'll talk with them. I estimated that this would take like 33.3 hours, so this is gonna we're gonna be a while. But luckily, Corrupted Soul is docile, so we can take as long as we want. Given that my computer does not freeze for no fucking reason. That would really suck. Imagine if I got like the last 0 down to like a 1 and my computer freezes. I would genuinely fucking break something. But yeah, this is the stream. I'm gonna be trying to kill this thing. Oh god, this is gonna be such a long stream, bro. It's most definitely going to take longer than 33.3 hours, cause the 33.3 hours was given a consistent amount of progress. Obviously, we're going to be very inconsistent, so I would say more like 35 hours. 9, 8. Alright. The first 9 is down to an 8. We just have to do all of that 98 more times. So, like, is anyone gonna say anything in chat, or am I just gonna be talking to a wall for 35 hours? I'd really appreciate if someone said something, because I don't want the whole entire stream, aside from me just talking to a brick wall, to be me clacking away at a keyboard for 35 hours. Me pausing to talk was already huge time loss. Oh bro, I forgot to lower the freaking game volume, damn it. Well, the first 22 and a half minutes of this VOD are going to be unbearably loud on the desktop audio end. Or on the desktop audio side. God damn it, man. I really need to check my settings more carefully. Alright, 97 to 979785. Did it really? 979555556. We're getting a boatload of interesting numbers, aren't we? 9789. Did it really? 191391. Built like a frickin' two-factor authentication code. 9780. You see, I find that hard to believe, because how can you eat nothing? Well, 97782. Did it? Oh really? Like not one of the other fucking attacks were fatal hits. I love how the hit rank system just kicks in occasionally. Like it's supposed to work every time, but it just kicks in when it wants to. Yeah, like that one it didn't say as a fatal hit, but because of the freaking because of how I coded the freaking hit rank system, it should be saying that all of these freaking 100,000 damage attacks are fatal hits. But it's still doing the 1 in 100. I think that's why it's, like, not kicking in every time. That also might be a lead as to, like, why the crit sound sometimes plays, but the message doesn't show. Oh yeah, hopefully nobody tries to freaking contact me through my headphones searching for some freaking Tabitha, cause that weird sound from last stream was so freaking weird. Talking about some freaking Tabitha? Like, no. I'm not Tabitha, bro. You haunted the wrong gal, and you're not gonna find Tabitha by contacting me, so no. 972224489. Did it? 971992667. Well, there's your daily dose of 6-7. That just gave me like an incredibly cursed idea. What if there were a channel on YouTube called Daily Dose of 6-7, and it just posts one clip of a kid or anyone really going 6-7 every day. Yo, what's up? Nothing much. But finally, someone else other than me is chatting. We've officially reached 969 million. Did somebody say 69? Nice. Once again, the hit rank system kicking in whenever it feels like it instead of for every single one of these. But honestly, if it were doing the fatal hit thing for every single attack, it would get annoying pretty quickly, so I'm actually grateful that this bug is happening, cause the BEOW would irritate me like almost instantly. Especially if I'm gonna be freaking doing this for 35 hours, I would not want to be listening to freaking BEOW, BEOW, BEOW. We're getting close to 9.5. No way, guys. We're so close to getting a 9-to-5 job. Nah, I wish. I need the money. Come on, 9603, 9601. I think this next attack will do it. 9.5. All this progress in like 38 minutes. That's pretty good, actually. So this might not take anywhere near as long as I thought. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I don't think this will be too bad, actually. Because I was expecting this to be, like, a huge freaking deal. Like, it was gonna take, like, oh, over 24 hours. Another long-ass stream. But no, we're actually making pretty good progress. We've already got Corrupted Soul down to 951 million HP. And I've only been streaming for, like, less than an hour. I can't remember how long it took me to kill this thing back when it was easier. But it was probably way less time than this. Like, I probably could have killed old Corrupted Soul by now. I don't know. 944. We're already close to 9.3? Maybe this doesn't take as long as I thought it did. 9.3, alright. So we're getting close to making the first 9 and 8. Oh yeah, after this stream... Oh wait, never mind. I was going to say that I was gonna make, like, new jingles for Nodium Valley, but Furnace Tracker has an April Fool's event, and it is bullshit difficult. I cannot beat it. So, like, how the Furnace Tracker April Fool's event works is, you go in, right? Either you like start working on a new song or you load into a project that you already have saved. Everything seems fine, right? You're just placing notes and stuff, hearing it back, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, notes start getting like distorted, and every time you hit play, the BPM of the song increases. So you're like, what the f*** is the engine having a stroke? Then you go to frickin' File, and one of the options at the very bottom is Enable Serious Mode. And to enable Serious Mode, you have to beat the high score of 25,000 in this frickin' bullshit difficult shooter minigame. I cannot do that, bro. The closest I got was like in the 11,000s. Which isn't even halfway. So yeah, I guess I'm waiting till tomorrow to do more chip tuning, because I cannot beat the April Fool's event. That's fun. Maybe, at the end of the stream, if this doesn't take until April 2nd, I could show you the April Fool's event. It's funny as but honestly kind of annoying, because there is no bypass for this. You have to beat the April Fool's event if you want to do actual chip tuning on April 1st. So it's funny, but it's also annoying. God, that was a huge yapathon there. I could have been spending all that time landing hits. We could have been closer to 9-2 by now. 9-2! Vortrox's least favorite number. CAC? Yeah, nice attack, bro. The CAC attack. Imagine if I freaking made it. So, like, random letters of the attacks in the attack menu get, like, swapped with something else, and you have to type that to enter the attack. But it's only, like, a visual thing, so when you frickin' type, like, Trizibble Panuch or whatever, it just autocorrects to treble punch, because, like, I would have to modify more than just the attack names for that to actually go through without, like, causing issues. So it would have to be, like, purely visual. I don't know. I could make it, like, based on vocal points, cause the attacks are always the same cost. So I could say, like, oh, if it costs 0, it's kick, and if it costs 10, it's treble punch. So that way I can do, like, easy auto-correcting. Oh, are we already almost at 9-1? I think we are. There's the hit rank system kicking in again. 9-1. Alright. 9-1-2-1. 911, what's your emergency? Hello, police? My Masako is not sanaing! Of course that attack misses. 9-0! Yay! 900. Almost there. 9000. 8-9. We've officially decremented the first 9. Now we just have to do that 8 more times. And then some more. 8-8. 8-8-9-9-8. 5534. That could probably be someone's fucking phone number in a foreign-ass country. Any of these freaking 9-digit numbers could be someone's phone number in a foreign country. In a country where all the phone numbers are, like, split into, three groups of 3. What the hell was that? Did I just invent a slur for numbers? Threeger? That's actually crazy. Threeger. A. I was hoping to get that. Nice. Oh my god, I'm still laughing over the frickin' number slur thing. Threeger. Same energy as Eric Parker frickin' pronouncing integer as integer. Like, bro. Watch your pronunciation, my guy. That makes me that makes me think, like, there has to be at least a double-digit amount of people who have pronounced Nigeria as, like, Niger or something. I mean, Niger, not Nigeria. What am I on about, bro? Yeah, I am tired. 2 completely different countries, and I just confused them. But yeah, I would not be surprised if there was, like, a double-digit amount of people that pronounced, at some point, Niger as Niger. Nah, but, like, tell me why that sounds like just tiger but with an N. Like, some kid could probably take, like, an animal whose name starts with an N, combine that with a tiger, and accidentally frickin' come up with a Niger. That kid's parents probably would have been so pissed. Where did you learn this word, little Timmy? You forgot one of the G's, but that's beside the point. Where did you learn this word? It is very offensive. You're grounded for a week. But mommy! No excuses, you're grounded. Go to your room now! I can't even name an animal that starts with an N. I forgot, bro. No, yeah, like, I actually cannot. I cannot name a single animal starting with the letter N. Nothing comes to mind. Alright, we're getting close to 8-7. Bro, I still need to edit... Hello again, hit rank system. I still need to edit my 19th birthday stream into a video for the Shirley-XML archive. Nutcracky, you still remember that? And that's the first thing you send in chat? Not like not like a first chat, but the first thing you say when coming to stream. Nutcracky. Bro, who was here for the April Fool's... not the April Fool's stream. The bootleg NES stream. Oh my god, that was so freaking funny. I want to revisit that bootleg console, but I don't know when I will. I've been considering, like, doing a challenge where held a message for reasons sex-based terms. Allow will post it to chat. Welcome to pain in my loins. So apparently loin is a sex term, according to Twitch. But yeah, I was considering doing a stream, or like maybe like a series, because this definitely wouldn't happen all in one stream. I would try to like beat all of the games on the bootleg NES. Or at least get as close as possible to doing so, because there are some games that don't have a definitive ending. Like, there are quite a few Donkey Kong games on there, and those go on forever. You need to beat Nutcracky. I don't even know what it's about. And if it's like a frickin'... if it's a frickin' ROM hack of another game, then I don't know what the original game is. Because the thing with those bootleg consoles is, a vast majority of the games on there are ROM hacks of an existing game or duplicates. Like, that's how they get it to frickin' 1001 console. They just frickin'... they take like a third of the games on the console and just make duplicate entries. And hope that people won't notice. That's actually crazy, though. I feel kind of stupid, because when I saw that at the thrift store, I thought it was a NES classic. The dead giveaway should have been that there are turbo buttons. No official Nintendo controller has turbo buttons. Even if I knew it was a bootleg console from the start, I probably would have gotten it anyway, because those things are very interesting. Like, I've never encountered one in person before. I've only heard about that kind of stuff online. So it's kind of cool that now I have one of those bootleg consoles. I remember when I bought my Sega Genesis and it had Super Mario World for the Sega Genesis. Interesting. Was it like an actual Sega Genesis or like a knockoff? It was a ROM hack of another fucking game. Yeah, I figured. Yes, Nintendo and Sega are chill like that, but not that chill. So it's kind of a knockoff. Yeah, well, obviously the game is a bootleg, but what about the console? Is it like a real Genesis? Or a fake one? It had a cartridge, but it had 117 games on it. But I'd say it's a fake. But hey, it had Sonic games, so no complaints. Yeah. If I had a Sega Genesis, I don't know what kind of games I would get for it, aside from the Sonic games. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get a Sega console anytime soon, because I would just mainly... Hello again, hit rank system. I would just mainly get the Sonic games. You could get Balls 3D! Oh my god, that's a Genesis game? I thought that was, SNES. It has a Genesis port? Interesting. I wonder how much it would cost in the modern day to get that. Because, I mean, it doesn't sound like a game... Hello, hit rank system! It doesn't sound like a game that's, like, popular or all that captivating, so surely it wouldn't cost, like, $300 to get one cartridge. That reminds me, when I was, at the antique mall with my mom, back in, like, I think it was on the 21st. Yeah, because the 20th was a Friday, but the 21st, we went to the antique mall, because I wanted to get a game for my SNES, but I didn't find anything interesting. So I ended up getting Super Mario Bros. Deluxe for my Game Boy Advance SP. But while I was looking at the SNES cartridges, I saw Mega Man X2 for $300. Like, that's actually crazy. And if it has low demand, then yeah, it wouldn't be expensive. Yeah, I guess for the shits and giggles, it would be a pretty cool, thing to have. Balls 3D. And a friend of mine, she was at, like, this game convention or something. Actually, I don't know if the whole, like, buying old cartridges thing was at the game convention, but she was at, like, some similar thing where they had, like, a bunch of old cartridges for sale. And she saw Mega Man X3 for 400. So, yeah. It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. What if they shiggle? Well, I need to take a nap. I'm real tired. I am too, dude. I got, like, less than 7 hours of sleep. I need, like, a freaking coffee or an energy drink or something. But honestly, I think the better move would be to just ride it out, wait until the exhaustion wears off. Because, like, if I stay up long enough in this state, I'll just end up not being tired anymore. It's kind of weird. But yeah. And honestly, an energy drink really wouldn't do anything. Because energy drinks don't make you feel less tired, they just make it harder to fall asleep. 8600. Alright, this attack should bring us to 8-5. 8-5! Alright, okay, so at this rate, we're on pace for, like, maybe a completion by, 6 hours in. I don't know. Ooh, I forgot to update the stream context. Whatever. This stream is a joke stream, so whatever. Nah, but the question that everyone is asking was never answered. What if they shiggle? I hope I don't hit the fucking recursion limit trying to do this. I just remembered the recursion limit is a thing. I upped it to 10,000, so I don't think that if this is contributing to the recursion limit that we will get there. But I don't know. There's still the chance. Honestly, I should probably start working on the 10th anniversary of Shirley-XML video that I have in mind. Because I feel like doing a huge-ass YouTube poop is gonna take, like, ages, so I should probably start now. I think it would be logical to start on an earlier A month, so that I can get it out by the time the other A month comes around. Start in April, get it pushed out in August. So yeah, I guess I should just download a ton of my videos and just start absolutely slice and dicing them together, seeing what I come up with. You know what? I think I'm gonna set up a script to do this automatically, because this is honestly getting tiring to do manually. I did not right-click on the taskbar, thank you very much. There we go! Now it's doing it fully automatically. Imagine if someone did a TAS of PyNori, that would be crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna set my headset down now, and I'm just gonna let this run. Didn't expect to have to resort to using a Python script, but now I can go on my phone. I'm watching How to Make a Cheese Sandwich by How to Basic. It's a whole freaking 8 minutes long. I'm halfway through, well, a little over halfway, but once I'm done, I will unmute. I went AFK to take a piss, and the piss has been taken. So, yeah, just give me a little longer. Alright, I finished the video. They got a lot of HP, my god. Yeah. Oh, we made it to 7! Let's go! 7-7. I wasn't even paying attention. Does Corrupted Soul do any damage to you? Nope, they're docile. And docile enemies do not deal damage ever. So, we are completely in the clear here. We can also ignore that PyNori's HP is set to 10, cause I'm doing this on a save where I just do whatever the hell I want to it, which was probably obvious based on the name that I gave the save group, which is literally called Obligatory Save, where I do whatever the fuck I want. So yeah, at some point I set my save data to put me in Nodium Valley on the Omnicide route, even though I still have base stats. And yeah, now we're here. So this is obviously not for a legit run. I'm just trying to deplete Corrupted Soul's HP for content. Well, let's see where we're at right now. 7-3, oh damn. Okay, getting close to 6 now. I'ma bet this might be a pretty long stream. Yeah. We're already 2.5 hours in, and we're just getting started, really. But given that it's only been like 2.5 hours, and let's like subtract the first like half hour, because I spent that like just trying to encounter the enemy, and then I freaking encountered another bug with the battle system. So I tried to get that fixed. So yeah, let's say that we've been actually at this for like 2 hours. This is pretty good progress for 2 hours. And now that I'm automating the entire thing, instead of just one enter, kick, enter, for like 2 hours straight, there's a chance of running into said enemy. Yeah, it's very low, but it's possible. It happens to me all the time when I'm freaking doing saveless omnicide attempts. But yeah, already down to almost in the 6 range in just 2 hours is pretty good. 7-2, alright. This is why I'm against RNG in general, especially random enemy encounters. Yeah, on the omnicide route, you do not know what you're gonna get. Hello, fatal hit. What the f- What just happened? Hold up. Run that back. No shot. Did we already hit the recursion limit? There's no fucking way, dude. Okay, I'm guessing we hit the freaking recursion limit. Great. God damn it, man. Well, that's 2 hours of work gone to waste. I set the recursion limit to something ridiculously high. We definitely will not hit it again. I assumed the recursion limit was the problem, cause I've never heard of recursion limits. It's like when a bunch of functions call each other and the system runs out of memory trying to like keep track of everything. So I assume that the reason we ended up on the frickin' save data group choosing screen all of a sudden is because of the frickin' recursion error. I have a measure set so that if the recursion limit is hit during gameplay, it just says, oh, an error occurred. What do you want to do? Do you want to reload the game? Okay, we're back. You want to reload the game or just quit entirely? But yeah, there's no doubt that was because of recursion. Back to this again. Great. Okay, what was it originally set to before? The current default recursion limit is 10,000. It used to be 5,000, but apparently that is very much possible to hit. So I upped it to 10,000. But even that's not freaking enough, because we just hit that, apparently. I didn't expect to, let alone so soon, but better now than when it's at, like, 100 million. So yeah, I just set it to, like, some incredibly high number. I don't think we're gonna reach the recursion limit this time. I'd say that the new recursion limit that I set was in, like, actually, I think I can see the... Yeah, we are not hitting that recursion limit. Now at least you'll be able to finish the fight this time, yeah. Let me see if I can count the zeros, hold on. Okay, so I think I set the recursion limit to like 4 quadrillion or something. We are not hitting that. Random errors are a PyNori player's worst nightmare. I mean, if there was a big player base, then yeah. Random errors are anybody's worst nightmare. This is not a PyNori specific thing. My freaking Discord rich presence just says Visual Studio Code, editing PyNori kick spammer.py. So like, what do you want to talk about? Cause I don't want the entire stream to just be this for 6 hours. What'd you think of the new How to Basic video? It was definitely interesting. It was just the average How to Basic video, but with a lot of yap, and then the freaking Fake sponsor bit. Oh my god. I'm assuming you already seen it. You've already seen it? Yeah, I did. The sponsors got to me. You bought eggs? No, I already have enough. The last thing for me to see is my fridge full of eggs from How to Basic. Well, at least you're already stocked up on eggs. That means you won't need to buy egg. Buy egg. Buy egg. Buy egg. Buy egg. I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes a GIF. Just the frickin' part where it's like, buy egg, and it has the frickin' spinny spiral thing. You will fill your fridge with eggs. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm already imagining that. You know what? If nobody else does it, I'll do it myself. I will make the buy egg gif. I have a terrible memory. Did I already, like, ask what you want to talk about? Because, like, I did before, and then we briefly talked about the How to Basic video, but, like, what else? What else could we talk about for, like, 6 hours? You know what? I bet I could read the entirety of, like, a frickin' bad fanfic before this finishes. I could probably read the entirety of My Immortal before this finishes. True, maybe you could finish a movie before this. I could finish several movies before this finishes. I'd probably finish like 2 or 3. Okay, so maybe not that many. A couple and maybe one more. I could finish like a thruple of movies. I'm doing it. I'm gonna read an entire fanfic, and I guarantee you, by the time I finish reading it, we will still be here. I'm hopping on fanfiction.net. What category of fanfic crossover should I do? We got like a ton of categories. I'll read like the top categories so we can get an idea of what we're getting into here. Anything, to be honest, it doesn't matter. Still, I want to get like an opinion. Ooh, 8.7. And we're already close to 8.6. I am not paying attention, goddamn. But we got Harry Potter, Naruto. There's a subcategory in a subcategory, anime X-overs, total drama series, Pokemon, Ruby, or RWBY, wrestling, Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, okay. Let's look at some Pokemon fanfics. Can I filter by, like, length? Let's see. Or sort by length. I can't click on any of the filters, damn. I can't click anything, damn. Okay, so let's just search for one that has like a ton of words. How long can fanfics get nowadays? I don't know. Oh my god, bro. Lord help me, dude. I'm already getting atrocious results. Why is it showing f***ing fart fetish fanfics? Get that shit out of here. Let's keep going. I want to try to get like a bad one, but like not a fetish one. Hold on, I'm just gonna like Google bad Pokemon fanfics. What's the worst Pokemon fanfiction you've read and why do you think it's bad? Mine would be Morphic by Dragonfree. Ignoring the fact that she's a massive edgelord with an ego the size of Alaska, Morphic tries so hard to be edgy with its constant angst and horrible one-dimensional villains that exist solely to have a group of bad guys. Especially the ending in which, major spoilers, rectified anonymity. People are genuinely scared of that one. There's probably some horrid fetish content in that one. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a sexual one. I'm not reading that. Let's search up Morphic. Morphic seems to be more like just a My Immortal, but in the Pokemon universe. The f*** are you yapping about, girl? I am reading a fanfiction while waiting for this to finish. Like, I made a bet that I could read an entire fanfiction from start to finish, and this would still be going. Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm reading Morphic by Dragonfree. It's apparently a really atrocious Pokemon fanfic. What the f*** are you reading? I am reading Morphic. It is a Pokemon fanfic, and it's supposed to be incredibly bad. I made a bet that I could read an entire fanfic before this finishes, so I'm attempting that. I'm on chapter 3 out of 14 right now. Is it SFW or NSFW? I would say SFW, like, I would say the worst that it gets is, like, references to sexual things. Like, referencing the uterus and stuff like that. But that's about it, really. It's not so bad so far. Nothing too intense. Referencing the uterus. New rated Z level name unlocked. If you call a level referencing the uterus, I will flip a whole fucking table. Damn, I'm 4 hours late. It's okay. I think we just got back to where we were before. We were at around this point before, but the game hit the fucking recursion limit, so I had to restart with a bullshit high recursion limit. I set it to like 4 quadrillion or something, so the game should not shit itself this time. We should be able to beat Corrupted Soul. But yeah, this will be going for like quite a while. We're 2 hours into this attempt and we're about to reach 7-2. This is why I suggested clearing the window after every interaction. Yeah. Oh wait, what the hell? It's not doing that. Weird, it was before. I don't know what happened. Oh, wait. I think the settings in the obligatory save where I do whatever the fuck I want save, I think I had additional refresh off. I think that's why it's not clearing the screen as much anymore. Or at all, rather. Yeah, that's kind of like a quirk with the multi-save system. Whenever you reload the game, it'll load the settings from the PyNori.ini in the group you last loaded. Also, what the hell are you doing? What are you fighting? Corrupted Soul. Even though it's a joke enemy, it is technically the strongest in the game. So I have a script set up to just spam kick over and over until it eventually dies. This will take a few hours. The longest battle in PyNori history. And yeah, once Corrupted Soul dies, then the stream ends. But, if this doesn't take until midnight, I did say that I would mess around with the Furnace Tracker April Fool's event. Because I kind of discovered that it has one on accident. Standing here, I realize, Nanomachine son, oh my god. But yeah, if this does not last until midnight, I will mess around with the Furnace Tracker April Fool's event for a little bit before ending stream. What a Metal Gear Rising reference, Lamau. Yeah. I can't believe I discovered that Furnace Tracker has an April Fool's event completely by accident. Around, like, midnight or some shit. I opened it up because I remembered I wanted to make, I wanted to continue working on, like, the remake of the Crystalline Oceanfront overworld theme. No! What the f***? What was that? Hold on. Clip that. I'm gonna see if I can clip that. ChatGPT plays, Gemini plays, Claude plays. Yeah. I started working on a series where AI plays the game. I've already done the episodes for ChatGPT and Gemini. I have not finished editing either episode. God damn it, man. So, it must not be related to the recursion limit. And if it is, then the custom limit that I had set must not, have worked. It was the recursion limit. What? I set that to like 4 quadrillion or some How did that still trigger? This must be like extremely unoptimized then. 'Cause there is no way we called 4 quadrillion functions without terminating any of them. We're gonna be here for 200 years. I'm starting to think that this might not even be possible, dude. What do you mean a recursion limit of 4 quadrillion didn't work? What even is this number? Let me put this into like Notepad or something. What is the actual number? I estimated it to be 4 quadrillion because I was using my eyes to stare at the little tiny zeros. I actually don't know how much it is. It's obscured by the command thing. Yeah, I clicked, I right-clicked and went to, like, rename tab, and it showed, like, the number. Okay. Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, 400 quadrillion. Oh my god, dude. What do you mean 400 quadrillion isn't enough? What? That is some bullshit. By the way, your MooBot command list is inaccurate. Yeah, I did forget to update the stream context, but that's about it. As I was saying about the Furnace Tracker April Fool's thing, I just like loaded up the module file for like Crystalline Oceanfront V2. And I was just like working on it just fine, right? All of a sudden, a freaking arpeggio triggers, despite there being no arpeggio command in like any of the channels. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I assume maybe it's just the engine shitting itself, so I put a 0000 command, which is telling the arpeggio effect to stop entirely. That didn't change anything. Oh hey, Shirley, is Metal Gear Rising any good? I kinda wanna play it. Metal Gear isn't my kind of, like, game, so I wouldn't know. I don't really play games like that. But yeah, I keep trying to get the frickin' Pulse 1 channel to stop arpeggiating. And then the BPM and pitch of the song starts increasing every time I hit play. So I'm like, no shot does Furnace Tracker have an April Fool's event. I go over to the file context menu, and at like the second to last option, enable serious mode. I click on it, and it's like, oh, okay, you want to enable serious mode? Beat the high score on this boring minigame. And it throws me into this frickin', like, minigame, where it's, like, little cars, and you're supposed to, like, shoot the other cars. They're, like, enemy cars. You're supposed to eliminate all of them to get to, like, the next stage. The high score is 25,000. The closest I got was in the 11,000s. I am not beating that, but yeah, I guess if this throws an error again, then we can scratch the idea entirely. I did not think it would hit the recursion limit twice, no less. I don't want a goddamn minigame. I want Corrupted Soul. I am wasting all of my freaking saveless Omnicide luck on this. And then when I actually go to get freaking saveless Omnicide runs in, I'm gonna get nothing but Corrupted Soul the moment I reach Nodium Valley. Dude, come on. Not pessimistic, bro. 4 hours of effort gone because the recursion limit decided, hey, I want to be hit. But we're back. And we're back. So, new challenge. Let's see if I can finish Morphic before it throws another error. Because knowing my luck, it will. It will hit the recursion limit again, even though I set it to some bullshit. Anyway, back to Morphic. This is some Full Metal Alchemist dude. I need to watch, like, more anime. Like, I haven't in ages. I need to create, like, an anime to watch list. Let me do that on, like, my phone real quick. Anime to watch. K-On! Oh, Shirley, put solo leveling on there, okay? Okay, Full Metal Alchemist. Solo leveling. What else should I put on the list? I've got K-On!, Full Metal Alchemist, Solo Leveling, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Alright. I don't really know what it's about, but I'll put it on the list anyway. I've seen like Season 1 and probably a little bit of Season 2 of Attack on Titan. I don't know where I can watch like the rest. Wait. There's like this site that I used to watch SpongeBob completely for free. I wonder if they have the entirety of Attack on Titan on there. Panty and Stocking. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I will definitely watch that at some point. So I've got K-On!, Full Metal Alchemist, Solo Leveling, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Panty and Stocking, Attack on Titan Junior High. There's another series? Scott Pilgrim. Alright. Okay, how many seasons does Attack on Titan have? Okay. So I think this site has the entirety of Attack on Titan. Because there's up to Season 4, Episode 30, and then The Last Attack. Yokai Watch and Cells at Work. I don't know about Yokai Watch. Because, like, Yokai Watch, I view it similarly to how I view Digimon. Like, it's probably cool, but Pokemon is more my thing. So, I'll put Scott Pilgrim and Cells at Work. Give it a chance, though. Alright, if you say so. I mean, if I'm willing to put something like Frieren Beyond Journey's End on the list without even knowing what it's about, I think I can put Yokai Watch on the list. You're right, I should give it a shot. Alright. K-On!, Full Metal Alchemist, Solo Leveling, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Panty and Stocking, Scott Pilgrim, Cells at Work, and Yokai Watch.
You f***ing idiot! You fell on the map, you f***ing idiot!
That freaking, the sound effect threw me off so hard. Artemis661 redeemed ASMR mode for 5 minutes. Read your fanfiction, silly girl. Okay, alright. I'll get back to it. Oh wait, let me get like a timer. Back to the fic mines. I'm gonna give myself a 10-second head start to focus back on to like switch back to the fanfic tab, and then I'll start doing the ASMR mode. Alright. I went a little over actually, because the timer said like 5:24 or something, and I gave myself only a 10-second head start. Yeah, you technically got like 5 minutes and 14 seconds, but back to normal volume. Sorry to anyone who was falling asleep to this. I don't know why you would, but I mean, like, I don't know why you would try to, but wakey wakey. How could you fall asleep to this when the critical hit buzz keeps playing? I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine it's fairly silent. Or quieted down. Alright. I'm hungry as f***, so I'm gonna let this keep running while I get some food. Oh wow. You just got back. Unfortunate timing. But I'm gonna let this keep running while I get some food, because I am starving. I hope this doesn't crash again once we get to, around 7:3. But if it does, I don't know what to do, because I set the recursion limit to something that should not be achievable. Given, like, until the end of our solar system, I don't think that recursion depth limit should be reached. So it should not crash. But if it does, then I guess this stream is a bust. I guess, instead of, Corrupted Soul, if this doesn't work out, I did fix the April Fool's event on my end. And I did fix the crash relating to, the answer prompt on the title screen. I unfortunately can't fix anything else for today, because due to the way I set up the patch system, I can only release 1 patch per day per version. Yeah, I will fix the rest of the April Fool's event bugs, throughout the next 2 days. Wait, Shirley, is the recursion limit a signed or unsigned integer? I don't know. I just entered some bullshit and it worked. Python allows for, like, ridiculously large numbers, even if they're, like, way beyond the integer limit or whatever. So, Yeah, I just set the recursion limit to a really high number, and it let me, so hopefully this works. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna get some food. I will unmute when I'm back. I just randomly frickin' checked the stream and saw that it frickin' went back to this. Okay. I guess killing Corrupted Soul is not possible. I don't know how. I guess it's literally just the game cannot handle playing for that long. Okay. Alright, well, stay tuned for something completely different. I am still eating, so I'll be a little longer. I don't know how long it's been like that, but sorry. Must have been boring. So, I'm on Furnace Tracker, right? Nothing suspicious in the file menu. Let's go to the Crystal Ocean battle theme, sure. So, sounds fine, right? Let's try it again. Still sounds fine. But let's give it another listen. Still sounds fine. Let's give it another listen. Oh. That sounds a little different. Oh, there was a beep. And now the song is raised in pitch. In peach. So now the song's kind of going crazy, right? What is this? Now the song is really going crazy. Peach, yeah, I don't know, bro. My brain is fried. And now the song is getting faster. I play it again. Oh, now it's back to normal, but... Okay, so you get the idea. It's fucking with the song, right? I go to File, Enable Serious Mode, and if you click this, it does this. I'm gonna press down to play current song. Well, you want to enable Serious Mode, right? Sure, if you can beat the high score in this boring game. And then it does this. This is absolutely crazy for music software, bro. I'm confused too! I have to beat a high score of 25,000, dude. That is not happening. Yeah. I'm not beating that, bro. But this freaking April Fool's event is so crazy. It's funny as hell, but it's honestly kind of annoying because that means that, like, unless I randomly get, like, really good at this little minigame, I literally cannot compose music because the tracker will keep fucking with it until I either win the event or the clock rolls over to April 2nd. April Fool's is hell on earth for autistic people. Damn. How so? Like, I'm curious. Well, people with autism. What is with my speech, bro? I'm fumbling like every other word. People with autism tend to have a very difficult time distinguishing between real and satire, and it becomes very difficult to understand what people really mean. It's why I always want people to be super upfront about what they say to me or how they present themselves to me, and April Fool's Day is just the trust no one day. Oh. Yeah, I get that. I have, like, autistic traits, but I'm supposedly not actually autistic. Yeah, I tend to struggle telling truth from satire sometimes as well. Namely, when someone says, like, something mean, I don't know if it unless I, like, really know the person, I can't tell if they're, like, being, I can't tell if they're being, like, actually an asshole or, joking around to joke around. Real, I always get very paranoid if people secretly hate me, but it's probably more an imposter syndrome thing. Yeah, I feel the same. I guess it's just natural for people who experience a lot of drama in their lives. Can't tell who likes you and who hates you. And even someone who appears to like you 101% can secretly be a hater. You really cannot trust anyone. It's kind of scary. Ooh, after this, I want to show you something else. Because this isn't all to the April Fool's event. There's, like, one other tiny thing. And it's kind of funny. I genuinely hate when people talk shit behind my back, like, say it to my face, you pussy! Yeah, that got freaking flagged for misogyny. Twitch is tripping. Whenever the effect starts happening, you can still stop it here, there, but eventually, beep, access denied. I didn't realize this stream was dedicated to Furnace. I changed the title of the stream because it's not really about Corrupted Soul anymore. God fucking damn it, hold on. Sorry about that. Mom decided to barge into my room to crash out over a slice of pizza. I shit you not. Turning 53 this year, by the way. Anyway, yeah, I noticed that it turned into a fucking particle accelerator because it took her 20 minutes to finally leave me alone. But yeah, bleep access denied. When you try to stop the song, access is denied in caps. Unauthorized access. Illegal access. Please move away from the stop button. You will not stop the song. Move on immediately. You will not stop the song! Exclamation mark. No, no, and no. Will we do this all day? Blank. You want to place a note down? Oh, I could try. I set it to low volume for your sanity. You have no choice. And then it just stops at you to have no choice. So yeah, it was almost funny again until Mom had to walk in and fucking ruin it like usual. But yeah, that was the last thing that I wanted to show off. I could have ended stream much sooner if it weren't for Mom. So shout out to her. But yeah, that's another side effect of the April Fool's event. Once the song gets too fast, it literally prevents you from stopping the song. I wonder if I can just, like... Yeah. Now it's gone, you're welcome. I think the oscilloscope is stuck like that. But, yeah, Furnace is now a particle accelerator, and we cannot do anything. Until we close the window. Place, like, a snare? I mean, I don't have a snare instrument. I could try to make one, but... Let's see. I wonder if it messes with instrument creation, too. Oh. That's just... Okay. We've successfully recreated vinyl popping. Geiger counter, that too. It all resets when the app is restarted. Now it's all normal again. But if you keep playing it, then it keeps speeding up. Just as Miyamoto intended, indeed. Let's give this one more go. Even though I know I'm not going to beat it. I'm gonna die in like a minute, but game over. There we go. Yeah, that high score is fucking impossible to beat. I don't know what the Furnace devs were thinking. I think it would be a lot more, it would be more realistic if it were like 10,000, but 25,000 is too much. Delay stream for a bit. I mean... I was gonna go do something. I'm at 730 signs. I can activate ASMR. Are you gonna... You're gonna activate the frickin' 10-minute one, aren't you? Never mind. ASMR mode for 10 minutes is 1,000. Nah, I'm sorry. I gotta do something. Maybe next stream, though. But yeah, this was definitely the stream of all time. I was hoping the Corrupted Soul thing would work out, but I guess not. This was definitely on the more chaotic side of things. I guess later I'll remove one of the 9s from Corrupted Soul's HP, and that should make it significantly more I feel like more possible is not grammatically correct. Significantly more achievable to kill Corrupted Soul. It'll still take a while, yeah, but not like hours. But yeah, wow. 7.25 hours, that's insane. This will definitely make for an interesting, highlights video. If you sat through either the whole thing or a majority of it, thanks. What was that fanfic that I was reading? Morphic. I might unironically continue reading that because that was like... It wasn't the worst ever. Like, I think reading that to, like, pass time in the most neutral way possible, it was kind of enjoyable. Like, it wasn't a My Immortal level fanfic, like I was hoping. I don't know, but yeah. I think I'll read that some more off stream. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. That is all.